Mark, this could have been a game where maybe focus on attention to details could have wavered just with the sheer minutes load for some of these guys. What did you think of the way that they really sprinted through the finish line and tried to execute in this one?
Yeah, I thought I was impressed. 30 assists, offensively. They moved the ball and made all the right plays and allowed the defense to dictate, what we got. And I thought we got great shots as a result. Obviously, a lot of minutes to sustain a high level on the other end of the floor, but I thought the guys did a great job.
And then, the whole bench is jumping up on a Trey Mann dunk, and lots of guys, Jared Butler and Olivier, get season highs, career highs. Just what did you think of some of the camaraderie stuff that you saw in this one, and a nice way to end the home part of the regular season? Excuse me.
Yeah, great to see it, and great empathy out of the players that didn't play today. These are the guys, for the most part, that the roles are inversed. And these guys that played today are great teammates, regardless of what their role is. We've used them at different times, but they're great teammates all the time, regardless of what's going on individually for them. And so for the guys that didn't play today, to pay that back a little bit, I thought was great.
And then just thinking about the play-in, how important was it for you all to have an identity game today as a way to kind of stay on track as a team, even for the guys that weren't playing? As you got to turn around and play on Wednesday again.
Yeah, not really important as it relates to the play-in, just broader. Every time we take the floor, whether it's game 82 or preseason or summer league or blue, we want it to look and feel a certain way. I thought the guys did a great job of that today.
Mark, just wanted to follow up on Trey. It's been a trying sophomore season for him, not to put too much stock into one game, but does it just kind of make you feel good for him to be able to end the year on a high note with a big game like this?
Yeah, and not surprised at all. I mean, the thing that can be a bit of an optical illusion is, he's a better player today than he was a year ago. Now, the year hasn't gone as well relative to his expectations, for sure, as it did last year, but he's definitely a better player than he was a year ago. And, I think you've seen players on our team and other teams that have used kind of choppy waters to become mentally and physically stronger and to improve. And that's his challenge, is to take what may be considered a disappointing season and leverage it into momentum, forward momentum, and continue to improve. But to suggest that he's anything other than better than he was last year would be, incorrect. He's definitely a better player.
And then I don't know if you saw this or heard about this, but the regular starters, before the game, seemed to take an extra long time signing autographs and even going into the stands, kind of talking with fans, almost like a tip of the cap, it seemed. Did you see that, or what do you think of that?
I didn't see it. Not surprised. We have great guys. I think, there's a lot of ups. We just finished game 82. There's a lot of ups and downs in an 82-game season. There's parts of the season that are particularly grinding, and what makes that more fulfilling for everybody, and myself included, I speak for myself, is the quality of people that we have, and that did not disappoint this year. We have great guys, so something like that doesn't surprise me.
Who else we got? Barry Trammell with the Oklahoma. Yeah, Mark, NBA basketball, playoff basketball, series, best of 7, those kinds of things. All of a sudden with the play-in, you got 2 straight one-and-dones, in and out. It's like the NCAA tournament, going to a regional.
Yep.
Does that change anybody's mindset, preparation? How do you deal? I mean, you were part of staffs that got ready for playoff series. How is this different?
When you prepare for a series, I think you have to acknowledge the 7-game nature of it, and there's an element of rolling out a game plan in game 1, knowing that you're not going to end where you start when you're in a series, and neither is your opponent from tactical purposes or rotations. Whereas a one game and done, you end where you start. So I would say that's the biggest thing that changes is just the mindset of it. But we're gonna treat it like another game. We're gonna put a game plan out there, make sure that our guys are really clear on it. We have 2 days to prepare. We'll know who we're playing here shortly. And then throw our best punch. And that's what I'm excited about. I'm excited to see what our best punch looks like in obviously a high-stakes game where there's a lot of distractions and a lot of noise, and see if we can hone in and play a really, really good game.
Andrew Schlecht of The Athletic. Usman Jang obviously got big run today, someone who's drafted in the lottery for you guys. That there's some expectations behind him just because of where he was picked. But just thoughts on his play today overall?
Yeah, I thought his talent was on display. And the real thing is just where the ball goes when it's in his hands. I mean, he has a great sense of the game. He's got great instincts. He makes the right play 9 out of 10 times in terms of finding the open man, including the simple plays, which I think, some younger players kind of know where it should go, but they want to like hit home runs, and he makes the simple one. He's got the ball on the wing. They close to him. He's going to make the one that ended in a Robinson or a corner three. It's a great example. He's got a good shot, but he gives it up. I think it was to Butler. Butler finds Robinson, or we end up with a great shot. Those are the ones that are as impressive, but he really knows where the ball should go. I also want to acknowledge, he hasn't had, I think, the injury. He was really cooking there with the blue, and he got hurt, and it really set him back. And he got his engine running again after that, and had to fight through that. Like I just said with Trey, choppy waters isn't a bad thing, and he's stronger and better and mentally stronger now than he was at the beginning of the year. He's making plays and doing things that he wasn't doing back then. So I think it may be a little harder to see than guys like J. Will and J. Dub that have carved out starting roles for us. But this is a player that's really improved and grown over a long period of time. I thought that was on display today. Hey, real quick, just to you guys or our fans, anybody that celebrates Easter, happy Easter on behalf of us, and have a great rest of your day.